Hello everyone, Maestro here. I am the football enthusiast. Hope you're all doing well. And the worst kept secret is officially out. The secret being that as of yesterday, Jurrien Timber, the young Dutch centre back from Ajax, has officially signed with Arsenal FC. And of course, as of a few hours ago, I'm sure you've heard, Declan Rice is also in red and white, and they both look fantastic. And I've got to say, as an Arsenal fan, I am very, very excited. And I was worried for a second there. I don't think I've ever seen this before, where the fee is agreed and everything. All the reports are there, the price tag, the contract, everything is signed and ready to go. But for a week and a half, or like what I felt like a year's, no news or nothing on either of them. But in 2 days in quick succession, we have both of them in the Arsenal colours. They're both here, all confirmed, and it feels great. And in today's video, I want to go over once again why I'm such a huge fan of both these signings, how I can see them fit into the team, how I think they will help us out. Now, I've already touched on this, but times have changed. It's been a few weeks, and also I want to just kind of go over it once again and talk about why I think this is two fantastic signings. And let's start with the young Dutch centre-back. So, the reason why this is a great signing, first of all, he's a fantastic player. He's a great passer with the ball, great defender, a young prospect, sought-after player, in demand within the market of football. For a while there, I thought he was going to United. So there was interest within the young Dutch centre-back. And yeah, it's always exciting to sign a prospect that's already quality and hoping that he can build up to being even better than what he currently is now. So yeah, he's a great player, but also he was in demand for Arsenal in terms of we needed him. We needed to tick this off our list, being a centre back. Why? So I spoke about this before, my past videos. I'll talk about it again here. For the part in the last 2 seasons, we have found ourselves in a position where during crunch time of the season, we have had injuries at centre-back that have then forced us to start Rob Holding. And both seasons, it was a disaster. Now, 100%, I am not saying that Rob Holding is why we didn't get top 4 2 seasons ago and why we didn't get the league title last season. No, I'm just saying it was a fact. It was something. It was one of the reasons. Time and time again, when we would refer to Holding, it became an issue for us. If he isn't in a back 3, he's essentially useless. And even in a back 3, still not good enough. Not good enough for what Arsenal hope to achieve. But with Jurrien Timber's addition to this squad, he will tick that off for us. We no longer probably ever need to go to Holding alongside Kiwior. So that is great. But also, he's not just that. He's not just, okay, we don't need to go to Holding again. His quality and as a prospect could challenge Gabriel and Saliba, and that is what I want. That's why I think a lot of people, I think that's what Arteta thinks. I think that's what the general fans of football in Arsenal think, that he will not just be Holding's replacement, he'll be far more than that. He will challenge Gabriel and Saliba. And I hope he does. I really, really do. I love Gabriel and I love Saliba. They're fantastic, but we want always what's the best for Arsenal. And if over time Arteta comes to realize that what's best is starting Timber over Gabriel or over Saliba, I hope he does make the decision, because it's always about Arsenal first. But also, he is a versatile player. He could be a right back. So it's also nice to know that, it's always nice to have players that can play out of position, because sometimes it does get a bit icky, a bit sticky. For all we know, we could get Ben White and Tomiyasu both injured out for the season, and it's just nice to know that Jurrien Timber has that versatility within him to play on the right side as well. That is also a huge plus. So this is a great signing because, number one, he's a fantastic player with supposedly a big future in front of him, and also he is very much needed. We needed him to replace that Rob Holding role. To hopefully him with Kiwior, Gabriel and Saliba, we would never need to go to play like Rob Holding. No disrespect, but Rob Holding for me is just not a player that you can have in your squad if you wish to challenge for the league, which is what we are aspiring to do once again. Now, moving on to Declan Rice. So Also, I completely forgot. Timber's signing is also fantastic because the price tag is really, he costed us £35 million and plus 5 million on add-ons. That's a fantastic price. So especially in this market, I am very happy with that. Now, Declan Rice, why is this? I also think a great signing. Now, well, firstly, he is one of the best prospects in English football, just straight up. We've been watching him for 3 years now at West Ham. He always impresses us. Yes, at times he has been a bit overrated, but ultimately he is described as a quality young DM/CM hybrid, and his future is extremely bright. He's a great passer of the ball. He has that long shot threat. He's a great tackler. His concentration is fantastic, and ultimately he has no weaknesses. Like, there is nothing. Like, his dribbling isn't unbelievable, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. There are no weaknesses in his game that you can really, like, as like a player in his position, there is nothing you can pick out and say this right here is just terrible. He needs to work on that. So that's a huge plus as well. And also, he's a leader. You know, he was personally what I think. Now, he's very vocal. Of course, players are vocal doesn't mean they're leaders. You know, you can be very vocal but be a bad leader, and I get that. But seemingly he is very supportive of his teammates, and his teammates love him too. So he seems like a leader too, and it's always great to have another leader in the squad. So this, for all those reasons, this is a fantastic signing. And also with the absence of Granit Xhaka, he was needed, and he is an upgrade on Xhaka too. Like, as of right now, he is better than Xhaka, and also his future is far more brighter. He's a lot younger, a much better prospect. So for all those reasons, this is a fantastic signing. Now, things that you can say to take away from this signing is his price tag, £105 million. So a lot of rival fans, maybe even Arsenal fans, will bring this up as a reason as to why this is just not a good signing, because it's too much money. But my counter to that is that, yes, if you just take into consideration how good he is right now, he's not worth £105 million. I agree. But that's not the only thing that a club like West Ham or any club will consider when putting a price tag on a football player. It's not just how good are they, it's how good can they become. And Declan Rice you can't sit here and tell me that Declan Rice can't become a £100 million player. He'll never ever reach that level. That's ridiculous. Another thing, how in demand is he? Man City were right there with us. They wanted him very much so. For the longest time, I thought he was going to Chelsea and then United. And just recently, today in fact, Thomas Tuchel in a press conference spoke about Rice and said that he was a target for Bayern Munich and he would have loved to have him in the squad. So he was a very in-demand player. So for all those reasons, the price tag is not it's not a big deal. It really isn't. So I really think this is once again a fantastic sign. Now, in terms of how will Rice fit in, look, I believe he played in a single pivot at West Ham. A double pivot is probably what will happen with Arsenal. But alongside who is the question. Me personally, thinking about a Odegaard, Declan Rice and Thomas Partey midfield gets me extremely excited for the season. Like, personally, I would feel very confident in my team if that was our midfield. But of course, there are rumors about Partey leaving, and if that does happen, I am then worried about playing Havertz in that role, or even Jorginho for the season. So I just want to end it on this. He's fantastic, and I would love it if he was playing alongside Thomas Partey. Now, I know that there are other reasons why Partey might leave, personal reasons in his life. I'm not going to comment on that. But from a football side perspective, I would love for him to stay. Look, Havertz, I think, is fine, but I want him off the bench for me personally. And Jorginho too. So he's fantastic, Rice, but it would somewhat spoil it for me if he's playing alongside Havertz or Jorginho. He'll still be amazing, I'm sure, but I'd rather him be alongside Partey as opposed to any of the other two. So that's my thoughts, guys, on Declan Rice and Jurrien Timber. I think they're both fantastic signings. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment down below. If you liked, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe for more. It really helps out the channel. Have a great day, and as always, take care of yourselves. I need some water.